In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on November 14, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Wisconsin versus Providence. In the highly anticipated Tuesday night clash in college hoops, the Wisconsin Badgers square off against the Providence Friars in a matchup that promises excitement and intrigue. With Wisconsin standing at 1-1 and Providence boasting an unblemished 2-0 record, this contest is poised to be a significant non-conference showdown. The Badgers had a commanding start to their campaign, effortlessly dispatching Arkansas State with a resounding 105-76 victory. Their offensive prowess was on full display, shooting an impressive 65% from the field and an equally remarkable 50% from beyond the arc. Chucky Hepburn led the scoring charge with 20 points, while A.J. Storr contributed 15 points in just 24 minutes of play. However, the Badgers faced a sterner test in their second outing against Tennessee, succumbing to an 80-70 defeat despite Storr's noteworthy 17-point performance and Stephen Kroll's 14 points and 9 rebounds. On the flip side, Providence enters this matchup on the back of 2 solid wins. They established a comfortable lead against Columbia, entering halftime with a 42-27 advantage and eventually securing a 78-59 victory. Bryce Hopkins posted a double-double with 14 points and 10 rebounds in that game. The Friars continued their strong start in the second game against Milwaukee, claiming a 79-69 win after leading 39-26 at the break. Jaden Pierre led the scoring with 16 points, while Josh Ojuro contributed a double-double with 13 points and 12 boards. This contest is not just a clash of records, but also a test of contrasting styles. Wisconsin, historically known for its robust defense, is coming off a game where they conceded 80 points on their home court, raising questions about their defensive solidity. Providence, on the other hand, has shown consistency and defensive prowess, even in the face of a recent shooting slump against Milwaukee. The addition of Josh Ojuro, a 6'9", 240-pound force, to Providence's roster adds a dynamic element. Ojuro, averaging an impressive 16 points and 7 rebounds from his time at George Mason, showcased his impact with 13 points and 12 rebounds against Milwaukee. The Friars, with their experience and strong guard play, pose a formidable challenge, especially considering Wisconsin's apparent lack of depth off the bench. As the oddsmakers slightly favor Wisconsin, the home court advantage may play a crucial role in this matchup. Providence, despite a recent tepid shooting performance, displayed resilience with 11 blocks and 18 assists against Milwaukee. Wisconsin, while facing challenges, did not perform poorly against a formidable Tennessee team, with their shooting percentages being the primary areas of concern. Providence's offensive efficiency, currently ranked 67th, suggests they can keep the game competitive, if not secure an outright win. The anticipated close contest leans towards Providence keeping this one competitive with the potential for a nail-biting encounter. So the Providence Friars to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Examining the tempo of play, Providence ranks 192nd in adjusted tempo according to KenPom, a contrast to Wisconsin's surprising 52nd ranking. This anomaly, influenced by Wisconsin's initial games going over the projected total and their concession of 80 points to Tennessee, raises questions about the pace of the game. Providence's consistent offensive output, scoring 79 and 78 points in their first 2 games, supports the prediction that the total points scored will surpass expectations. As such, adding another layer of excitement to what promises to be a captivating matchup as mentioned earlier. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toledo versus Wright State. In a compelling clash on the college hardwood, 2 mid-major powerhouses from the Buckeye State, the Toledo Rockets and the Wright State Raiders, are set to meet in a matchup that pits the Mid-American Conference against the Horizon League. The Rockets head to Wright State for a Tuesday night showdown, with Toledo riding the momentum of an 87-78 victory over Louisiana as a 7.5-point favorite in their recent outing. On the flip side, Wright State faced a tough initiation to the season, succumbing to a 105-77 defeat on the road against Colorado State, failing to cover the 10.5-point underdog line. Adding an extra layer of intrigue to this matchup is the historical backdrop, with Wright State currently holding an 8-6 advantage in the all-time series and securing victories in the last 3 meetings. The most recent encounter on December 21, 2019, resulted in a 79-72 road win for the Raiders. Toledo has showcased strength early in the season, securing solid wins against Detroit Mercy and Louisiana. The Rockets orchestrated a commanding 94-60 blowout against Detroit Mercy, with Raheem Moss leading the charge with 15 points and 8 rebounds. In their subsequent matchup against Louisiana, Toledo found themselves trailing 45-34 at halftime, but orchestrated an impressive second-half surge, ultimately securing an 87-78 comeback win. Tyler Cochran, Sonny Wilson, and Moss contributed significantly, each scoring 16 points. Wright State, on the other hand, has only had 1 game this season, and it wasn't an auspicious start. Despite a competitive first half against Colorado State where they were only down 45-42, the Raiders faced a defensive breakdown, allowing 60 points in the second half and suffering a 105-77 defeat. Trey Calvin stood out with a noteworthy 33-point performance, though the defensive struggles were evident, particularly in allowing Isaiah Stevens to set a school record with 14 assists. The Rockets, despite a slow start against Louisiana, showcased offensive prowess, hitting 57.1% from the field. However, defensive concerns were apparent as they allowed their opponents to shoot 54.1% and out-rebounded them 33-27. Wright State, starting well in their opener, will be looking to address defensive lapses as they enter this matchup. Notably, Toledo faces the challenge of missing their top 3 scorers from the previous season, relying heavily on Maddox Jr. and Moss as key contributors. In contrast, Wright State boasts a formidable backcourt led by senior guards Trey Calvin and Tanner Holden. The defensive struggles for Wright State against Colorado State could pose challenges in this matchup, especially against a Toledo team that ranks in the top 25 in the country in field goal percentage and leads the nation in 3-point shooting. Considering Toledo's offensive efficiency and their depth, and emphasizing the potential defensive vulnerabilities of Wright State, the Toledo Rockets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full-game side pick. In terms of the total points scored, both teams have a penchant for high-scoring affairs. Toledo has gone over the total in both their games this season, showcasing impressive offensive efficiency and effective field goal percentage. Wright State, despite a tough opener, surpassed the bookmakers' set total against Colorado State and had a history of overs in the previous season. With both teams displaying defensive deficiencies, the expectation is for a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full-game total pick. Marquette versus Illinois. In a highly anticipated matchup within the prestigious Gavitt tip-off games, the number 4 ranked Marquette Golden Eagles are set to clash with the number 23 ranked Illinois Fighting Illini on Tuesday night. The game, scheduled at the State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois, promises a thrilling showdown between 2 powerhouse teams. Marquette enters the contest with confidence, having secured an emphatic 95-65 home victory over Rider, effectively covering the 24.5-point spread as favorites. The Golden Eagles displayed dominance throughout the game, surpassing the 40-point mark in both halves. Their offensive efficiency was evident as they shot over 54% from the floor and connected on an impressive 13 of 30 attempts from beyond the arc. Cam Jones led the charge with an impressive 23-point performance, while Oso Ighodaro added a double-double, contributing 13 points and grabbing 11 rebounds. Scoring an average of 93.5 points per game, Marquette boasts the 19th highest scoring offense in the country. Their fast-paced style, effective field goal percentage ranking 11th, and proficiency in 3-point shooting, where they make over 10 shots per game, highlight their offensive prowess. The team's success is not limited to perimeter shooting. They exhibit strength near the rim, connecting on nearly 69% of their shots in that area. However, the Achilles heel for Marquette lies in free throw shooting, where they rank 247th in the nation, hitting under 65% of their attempts. On the defensive end, Marquette has faced challenges, giving up an average of 67.5 points per game, ranking 118th in the country. Defensive rebounding has been a concern, as they surrendered nearly 15 offensive rebounds per game. Nevertheless, their defensive strategy includes an impressive 9.5 steals steals per game, with David Joplin and Cam Jones each contributing 2 steals per contest. The Golden Eagles have effectively defended near the rim, limiting opponents to around 52%, and they've managed to avoid excessive fouls. Illinois, on the other hand, secured a home victory over Oakland with a final score of 64-53 but failed to cover the 24.5-point spread. In a back-and-forth first half against a resilient Oakland squad, the Fighting Illini ultimately pulled away, shooting over 47% from the floor. Quincy Guerrier recorded a double-double with 13 points and 10 boards, contributing to the victory. Scoring an average of 72 points per game, Illinois emphasizes low post scoring, connecting at a rate above 77%. Despite struggles from long range, shooting under 30%, their offensive strength lies near the basket, where roughly a third of their points originate. The Fighting Illini showcase efficient ball control, contributing to their top 100 ranking in field goal attempts per game. However, their Achilles heel, similar to Marquette, is free throw shooting, where they connect on just 51%, placing them in the bottom 20 nationally. Defensively, Illinois has been stellar, allowing only 53 points per game, ranking 9th in the country. Their robust defense near the basket, holding opponents to 50%, and effective perimeter defense, limiting opponents to under 30% from long range, underscore their defensive prowess. Although they don't force many turnovers, with only 3.5 steals per contest, their disciplined defensive approach minimizes second-chance scoring opportunities. As both teams enter this matchup undefeated against lesser competition, this game serves as a critical litmus test for each team's early season potential. Marquette, fresh off a successful 2022-2023 campaign, seeks to build on their Big East regular season and conference championship titles, while Illinois, under the guidance of head coach Brad Underwood, aims to prove their mettle after a mixed performance last season. In a game anticipated to be closely contested, the absence of a significant free throw edge and the prowess of the Fighting Illini's defense, especially near the rim and on the perimeter, are pivotal factors. Marquette's penchant for outside shooting may face challenges against Illinois' formidable defense, suggesting potential scoring droughts. The Fighting Illini, boasting size and athleticism, should take care of things at home here in this one, so the Illinois Fighting Illini to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Despite Marquette's high-scoring potential, propelled by the return of key contributors from the previous season, including Cam Jones, Tyler Kolek, and Oso Ighodaro, Illinois, with Terrence Shannon Jr. leading the charge, presents a formidable challenge. As both teams aim to establish their early season dominance, this matchup promises to deliver excitement and intensity on both ends of the floor. The expectation is for a back-and-forth, high-tempo affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.